Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is Asad Yaqub.
Assalamu alaikum, this is Shumaila Nabi.
Well guys, we are here in Madian Valley making these vlogs and videos on Ielts because sometimes we also get bored. I mean, I recorded many videos in my Ielts class and then I told Shumaila it's time to get out of Ielts class.
We also need some change, huh?
Why not? We need change, and Yasin has a lot of change in his pocket, so he doesn't need any change. All right, so what's on the menu?
Well, okay, मेरी बूटियाँ. अच्छा जी, क्वेश्चन आज का मेरा आइल्स रीडिंग से रिलेटेड है और मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि आप ये बताएं कि आइल्स रीडिंग एग्जाम डे स्ट्रेटजीज.
Okay, IELTS reading exam day strategies. All right, guys. Now, let me tell you, let's start from the very beginning, okay? They're going to put reading question booklet on your table. It's going to be upside down, like this. They're going to put all question booklets. And by the way, answer sheet is going to be with you already after listening. They will not take away the answer sheet. Answer sheet is printed two sides. It's a double print. One side listening, one side reading. Color is different, okay? So, when they give you the reading question booklet and after that, examiner will announce, candidates, you can start your reading test now. When they say now, don't just, not in a hurry. Don't do it haphazardly, relax, calm down. From there to here, okay, IELTS reading. Now, first thing you need to read is the title of the passage.
Okay.
Title of passage number 1. Title of passage number 2. Title of passage number 3. By reading the titles, you need to switch on your imagination. You need to switch on your mind, which is going to solve that reading test that, okay, I've got these questions, right? And by the way, all this should be done in 5 to 10 seconds.
Okay.
Now,
Time भी तो बचाना है ना?
most definitely. As you read the title of passage 1, when you move to passage 2, I advise you to read the questions of passage 1 as well, so that you know what is going to come ahead of you. For example, Shumaila, if you cook and you are expecting 20 guests, you'll make good meal for them.
Exactly.
Right? If you're expecting 5 guests and 20 people come, you will not be able to manage that. So you need to see what is going to come ahead of you in IELTS reading. So read the questions. As you read the questions, I advise you all to identify the questions and type and write with the questions, like where they've written the title of the questions 1 to 6, 7 to 10 and all that. You write there A, B, A, B, A, B. What is A? Type A questions,
question.
where questions and answers are in order. B means type B questions where questions and answers are not in order. Now I can teach you easily about that. List of headings. Which paragraph contains the following information, right? These two questions type mainly. Yeah, these two question types we have, which are not in order. List of headings, which paragraph contains the following information. Yeah, only these two. Otherwise, questions and answers are in order. So you write type A, type B, type A, type A, B is fine. Always start with A type questions.
Okay.
Right? Whenever you're doing part 1, part 2, part 3, always start with type A questions and do type B questions at the end. One more thing which is important, do not follow the sequence of the questions they have given in each section. For example, questions 1 to 13, questions 1 to 5, list of headings. Questions 6 to 10, which paragraph contains the following information. Questions 11 to 14, sentence completion. So you should start with sentence completion.
Okay.
Then you can move on to other ones, okay? So always start with the question type where questions and answers are in order, and then you can move on to the next one. Now, sometimes as you're doing your reading, you may find one question type quite confusing. Try to do it at the end of that very section. And if you cannot find the answer of one question, you are trying your level best to find the answer, but you cannot find the answer. In that case, you have to leave that question. Now, the other day, Shumaila, I was doing true, false, not given. I found the answer of question number 1, question number 2. I was stuck with question number 3. I gave a lot of time, but I didn't find the answer. So suddenly, it dawned upon me that I did question number 4. Now, listen. questions and answers are in order in true, false, not given. So the answer of question number 3 was between question number 2 and 4. As I did question number 4, I became clear about question number 3 and I found the answer. So sometimes if you cannot find the answer, don't give more than a minute to one question. And you can make your personal or natural timer that tells you that's not the same thing.
And one more thing, like if you don't understand any question ना तो फिलहाल उसको छोड़ के आगे बढ़ जाएं.
Absolutely.
ताकि time waste ना हो.
That's what I say. That's what I say. Okay. So this is how, and for each section, I mean, don't deal with IELTS reading test as a whole test. Deal it like there are 3 passages, and for passage 1 I have 15 minutes. For passage 2 I have again 20 minutes, and for passage 3 I have 25 minutes. And that includes transfer time. So once you are done with part 1, transfer your answers to the answer sheet. Part 2, transfer your answers to the answer sheet, and part 3, write your answers directly onto the answer sheet so that when time is over, you don't have any trouble.
Because क्योंकि आपको reading के अंदर extra time नहीं मिलता.
Absolutely. This is
Answer
what the
transfer
invigilators
करने के.
all the time announce and say and all that. So guys, on exam day, tip number 1, scan all the question booklet. Tip number 2, write on the questions whether they are type A or type B. Tip number 3, start with type A questions and do type B questions at the end. Tip number 4, if you cannot find the answer of one question, leave it and come back to it later. And tip number 5, 15 minutes for part 1, 20 minutes for part 2, and 25 minutes for part 3. This is how, 35 minutes, sorry.
Okay,
15, 20 and 35. I'm sorry, my maths is weak. So 35 minutes for part 3. This is going to be wonderful time management, and you will be able to find all the answers. All the best, guys.
And
Thank you. I teach
Thank you,
IELTS
yeah.
online all over the world and on campus in Lahore. If you want to be the part of my online or on-campus IELTS classes, WhatsApp number is given. We both wish you all the best. Take care.
all the best. Take
Allah
care.
Hafiz.
Khuda Hafiz.